Question number 2. Chelating agents also stabilize fermented malt beverages by complexing with. Options are option A, iron, B, copper, C, zinc, and D, aluminium. And the correct option is option number B, copper. Now, chelating agents are compounds that form stable complexes with metal ions. These stabilize the color, aroma, texture of the food product, which might be affected due to the presence of the trace elements like copper. Question number 3. Dash is an additive used to retain the texture of canned fruits and vegetables. Options are option A, improver, B, stabilizer, C, firming agent, D, none of the above. And the correct option is option number C, firming agent. Firming agents are additives that react with residual pectin from fruits and vegetables, and it precipitates it to strengthen the food structure. During processing like canning, these pectin can leach out, and thus firming agent help to precipitate this residual pectin. Some examples of firming agents are calcium chloride, calcium carbonate, magnesium chloride, etc. Question number 4. Which of the following synthetic resin is used as clarifying agent? Options are option A, bentonite, B, polyamides, C, gelatin, D, all of the above. And the correct option is option number B, polyamides. The other options like bentonite and gelatin are not synthetic resin but are naturally occurring clarifying agents which are used to clear fruit juices, vegetable juices, beer or wine. Whereas the polyamide is a synthetic resin that is obtained from crude oil and synthesized chemically by a condensation reaction between amines and carboxylic acid or their derivatives. Question number 6. Name the additive which is used to control the pH of a food solution. Options are option A, buffer, option B, surface active, option C, stabilizer, option D, clarifying agent. And the correct answer is option A, buffer. Buffer solution is a solution whose pH is not altered to a great extent by addition of small amounts of acid or alkali. Thus, it is used to control the pH of food solutions. While the others, like surface active reagents, which are also called as surfactants, are having capacity to adsorb to any solid surface or a fluid interface. These can be also used for emulsifying agents or suspensions. Stabilizers are agents; those are added to food product to increase its stability and thickness, while the clarifying agents are most commonly used to reduce the suspended solids from liquid as they induce the flocculation and the solid particles are easily removed by separation. These are used in clarifying fruit juices or wine and beer. Question number 7. How thickeners improve a food product? Option A, they prevent the food from drying out. Option B, they increase the viscosity, oil in water. Option C, they stabilize the emulsion, oil in water. And option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option B, that they increase the viscosity. Now the thickeners are the agents that control the moisture and increase the viscosity of the food product without affecting its other properties. Some examples are xanthan gum, guar gum, etc. Now the products which prevent the food from drying out are called as humectants, and the agents those stabilize the emulsion are called as emulsifiers or stabilizers. Question number 8. The food additive used as an oxidizing agent to whiten the color of the milk is. Option A, ammonium sulfate. Option B, hydrogen peroxide. Option C, irradiation. And option D, both option A and B. And the correct answer is option B, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is an antimicrobial agent and has an bleaching effect, and thus it strips off the color from the milk, while the ammonium sulfate is used in baking as it improves the fermentation process by providing a nitrogen source for the yeast, while an irradiation is a technique that uses ionizing radiations like X-rays or gamma rays to eliminate or reduce the insect and the microbes and thus improve the preservation capacity of the food products. Question number 9. Which of the following is non-carbohydrate material that act as a stabilizer? Options are option A, agar-agar, option B, gelatin, option C, carrageenan, and option D, alginate. And the correct answer is option B, gelatin. From these options, gelatin is the only protein that is made up from collagen of the animal body parts, while the others are polysaccharides or carbohydrate sources. Agar-agar and carrageenan are obtained from red algae and it is composed of galactose sugar, while the alginate is also a polysaccharide which is composed of mannuronic acid and guluronic acid and it is derived from brown seaweed. Question number 10. The enzyme used to clarify the beverage is option A, pectinase, option B, papain, option C, catalase, and option D, lactase. And the correct option is option number A, pectinase. Pectinase is an enzyme that breaks down the pectin into its monomer sugar called galactouronic acid. Since it breaks down the pectin, it facilitates the liquefaction, clarification, and juice extraction, and thus widely used in fruit and vegetable industry. Papain is an enzyme that is used as a meat tenderization. Catalase is an enzyme that is specially used in dairy industry for neutralization of hydrogen peroxide before the milk goes for cheese production. Lactase is an enzyme that breaks down lactose sugar and it can be used to produce products which are free from lactose and it can help the lactose intolerant people. Question number 11. The agent responsible for flavor is or are options are option A, esters, option B, aldehydes, option C, ketones, option D, all of the options. And the correct answer is all of the options. Question number 12. Which of the following is used to sterilize the spices? Options are option A, heat, option B, epoxide, option C, radiation, option D, antibiotics. And the correct answer is option B, epoxides. Epoxide is nothing but ethylene oxide which act as a fumigant and can be used to disinfect or sterilize the spices. The other methods like the heat or the radiation cannot be used as higher temperature might affect the flavoring compounds from the spices if used for a longer period of time. Even the antibiotics cannot be used as they require proteins for the synthesis or its action. Question number 13. Bixin is a dash pigment derived from the seed coat of Bixa orellina. Options are option A, orange, option B, yellow, option C, red, and option D, blue. And the correct answer is option C, red. Bixin is a tropical shrub plant and it is also known as annatto bixin or butter color. It gives a red color and normally used in dairy and bakery products as it is soluble in fat. Question number 14. Bleaching of wheat flour is generally done using dash. Options are option A, benzoyl peroxide, option B, chlorine dioxide, option C, chlorine gas, and option D, none. And the correct answer is option A, benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is an additive which is normally used to bleach the color of the flower, which is due to the naturally occurring carotenoids in the flower. It gives an yellowish tint to the untreated flower, which is undesirable to the customers. The other gases like chlorine dioxide and chlorine gas is normally used to sanitize or disinfect the fruits and vegetables or the vicinity and the equipments in the food industry. Question number 15. Which of the following can be used as a leavening agent? Options are option A, sodium bicarbonate, option B, water vapor, option C, ammonium bicarbonate, option D, all of the options. And the correct answer is option D, all of the options. Leavening agents work on the principle where they produce a gas via a reaction between a base and a weak acid. The chemical compounds like sodium bicarbonate or ammonium bicarbonate will react with weak acids such as citric acid, lactic acid to produce carbon dioxide and vapors, thereby giving an leavening effect. Certain amount of moisture, if present in the batter, after heating converts to steam or vapor, thereby giving a leavening effect. Thus, all of the option is the correct answer. Question number 16. Dash is a naturally occurring stabilizer used in ice cream and beverages. Options are option A, guar gum, option B, gelatin, option C, lecithin, option D, none. And the correct answer is option A, guar gum. Guar gum and gelatin both are used in ice cream and beverages, but guar gum is naturally obtained from plant. It is obtained from guar seed endosperm and is a soluble gum, whereas gelatin is not extracted from plant but extracted from collagen of the animals like cattle and pig. Lecithin is used in ice cream but not as a stabilizer but as an emulsifier. Question number 17. Lecithin is dash. Options are option A, alkaloid, option B, glycoside, option C, phospholipid, option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is option C, phospholipid. Lecithin is a mixture of phospholipids, and phospholipids are the compounds that comprise of phosphoric acid, a nitrogen base, alcohol, and fatty acids. Whereas the glycosides are the compound that consist of a sugar molecule attached to functional group. Alkaloids are the compounds that contain at least one nitrogen group, and the examples of alkaloids are quinine, nicotine, etc. Question number 18. The products of autooxidation are called option A, free radicals, option B, butylated hydroxytoluene, option C, radical scavengers, option D, derivatives. And the correct answer is option A, free radicals. Free radicals are reactive molecular species with an unpaired electron. And autooxidation is a self-propagating process that gradually leads to degradation of an polymer unless it is interrupted with antioxidants. Now, the radical scavengers is a substance that protects cells from the damage caused by free radicals, for example, antioxidants. And butylated hydroxytoluene is an derivative of a phenol that acts as an antioxidant. Thus, the correct answer is free radicals. Question number 20. Which of the following is a function of a food additive? Options are option A, controlling acidity or alkalinity, option B, maintain the nutritive value, option C, to maintain the product consistency, option D, all of the above. And the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Food additives are the chemicals which are added to a food product to maintain or enhance the desired specific effect, like to increase the nutritive value, preservative effect, or the sensory attributes. Thus, all of the above is the correct answer. Question number 21. Which of the following is or are used as clarifying agents? Options are option A gelatin, option B bentonite, option C diatomaceous earth, option D all of these. The correct answer is option D all of these. Gelatin has molecules that cross-link when submerged or immersed in water or liquid and gives filtering effect upon cross-linking. Bentonite is a form of montmorillonite clay that contains negatively charged particles like sodium and calcium ions, which bind with positively charged heat unstable proteins from the juices or wine and thus form a flocculate that settle down and gives a filtering effect. Diatomaceous earth is a sand made from fossilized algae and it acts as a filtering bed that traps the impurities. Question number 23. Which is the first used synthetic sweetening agent? Options are option A sorbitol, option B aspartame, option C saccharin, option D none. And the correct answer is option C saccharin. Saccharin was first discovered in 1879 and is 200 to 700 times sweeter than the sucrose. The aspartame was discovered in 1965, which is 200 times sweeter than the sucrose, and sorbitol is 60 times sweet but is not synthetic and naturally occurring sugar. Question number 24. Which of the following is or are emulsifiers? Options are option A lecithin, option B carboxymethyl cellulose, option C gums, option D all of the options. And the correct answer is option D all of the options. Lecithin is naturally occurring and can be derived from egg yolk, soybean, sunflower, canola, etc. and is a natural emulsifier as well as antioxidant. Carboxymethyl cellulose is a hydrocolloid that is obtained by a reaction between cellulose with acetic acid. It is majorly used in ice cream, chewing gums, and protein drinks. Gums are also hydrocolloids that act as emulsifiers. Examples are guar gum, locust bean gum, xanthan gum. Question number 25. Which of the following inhibits the growth of yeast and mold but is less effective against bacteria? Options are option A sorbic acid, option B stearic acid, option C butyric acid, option D acetic acid. Correct answer is option A sorbic acid. Sorbic acid works on the principle where it inhibits certain enzymes, thus inhibiting the protein transport mechanism within the cells of the microbes. It is effective against yeast and mold but is less effective against all types of bacteria, especially the lactic acid bacteria. Lactic acid bacteria is resistant to sorbic acid and sorbic acid is only effective at a pH below 7. The stearic acid has antibacterial activity. Also, the butyric acid has low levels of antimicrobial activity, and acetic acid has antimicrobial activity but majorly against bacteria and fungus.